Hi there. So this little clip would show how you can run the RCal with a MXA. The one I have here is a N9020B. So the first thing you would need to double check on the MXA, even before it's connected to the RCal, is on the system, show system settings, and you have to ensure you have the um, RCal software or license installed. So just check for the U9361Y RCal. If it's there, you're good to go. And also, you'll have to confirm that you have the appropriate MXA software revision. So just double check that as a first sanity check before you do anything else. So once you have the RCal connected to the MXA and you have the right license established, you can go ahead and first set your frequencies. So I might leave this at 100 megahertz to, let's make this 6 gigahertz. All right. So once I have that, I'm just going to go to input output. And with the RCal license and software installed, you should be able to see calibration and calibrator control. So the first thing to do is go to calibration and hit configuration. Now, these are some calibration that I've run earlier. So just to showcase all this again, I'm just going to delete all and restart my RCal. So if you have the RCal connected correctly to the spectrum analyzer, it should detect the correct model. So I have the U9361F and the serial number here matches what's on the physical unit. So all good. You can go ahead and check statuses if you've done some calibration, which we would see in a little bit. So I guess we're ready. So if I've already had my setup on the spec end, like the frequency ranges, if I've attenuation or preamp turn on, you could just go ahead and use current measure. I'm just going to do that because it's a bit easier than trying to fill up everything manually. Otherwise, if you'd rather do this manually, you could just do an insert row below as well. So as you can see, with using current measure, I have set it from 100 megahertz to 6 gigahertz, and that's been accounted for. If you were to do just insert row, so there's got a default setting here that you will have to update as you move along. So again, if there's attenuation that you want to change, so I had the current one that I had. The settings is a bypass. So you can change it as you need. And yep, so I've preamp off. You could have preamp on in cases where you know what you're doing. So I'm just going to delete this row. I will hit OK, and that should run. When it's completed, you'll be prompted with a completion message. Hit OK, and it's still not applied, so you'll have to tick apply to get this to turn on this calibration. But you don't have to do it on this screen. You could, of course, go back to the main screen to do that. But just before I head there, so if I go to RCal status right now, it should now show that it's calibrated. Now, if you have another row or a couple more rows, it would show the row number and it will tell you then, if calibration is successful or not. So there we go. If I hit apply now, I hit closed, you should see that under the correction tab, the RCal is turned on. So that's all that I have for this little clip. Thanks for watching.